let's take a moment and imagine ourselves being 9 years old in grammar school, and our stomach is just, oh, so hungry. So, I have you ever been somewhere, work, school, wherever, and you're hungry? Let's think about the little ones. How do you think they feel? Do you think they're able to focus on their day-to-day lives? I know for me, when I was in grammar school, breakfast, after a good breakfast, my mind is stronger. I can think longer, and I can do a lot of things that I need to do. So all states should provide free lunch and breakfast to all students because it promotes educational equity. I just got through saying that. And it promotes less behavior outcomes. If a kid is full, he doesn't have time to go around bullying other kids. So, what about if you're taking a test? How do you think breakfast make you feel if you were to take that test? Of course, it's going to help your mind. It's going to stimulate your mind a little bit more, and it's going to help you to be able to answer those questions a little bit faster. For millions of kids in the United States, it's their daily reality. Believe it or not, most kids do not eat breakfast because of their parents' income. Maybe they're low and don't have enough to pay for enough food to have at home, or maybe don't make enough to meet the median to have that free lunch. It's always problems with the lunches, the breakfast meals. Then you have the kids that have the funds for the lunches, and then the other kids are sitting there starving, wishing that they had something to eat. As a college student who has volunteered in schools and worked with food access programs, I've seen firsthand how these kids their performance are lowered because they can't function. And so if I'm mad and I'm hungry, of course you're going to want to punch somebody, but it's not right. Whether you're a parent, a future educator, or a taxpayer, this issue impacts all of us, the success for generations to come, and the health of our communities. All states should provide free breakfast and lunch every day because it creates a more equitable school environment, like we just talked about. It reduces the childhood hunger and it supports better academic outcomes. According to Brookings Institution, students in low-income communities often face lunch debt or they skip meals altogether, which means they don't eat a lot. They don't eat at all, and that they're tied to eliminate barriers for students that's in need. A New York Times article also noted that California implemented universal meals. Participation in school has increased 20%. That's a big number. And if you think about it, just think about if my kid is eating and he wants to come to school every day, because now it's something not only besides eating, he's also doing well in academics. He's performing in gym. He's not lagging around. He's not sleepy. He's doing things of that nature. And the evidence reports that 9 million children live in a free food insecure household in the United States. And the explanation for that is some kids, the school may be the only meal that they're eating. They get home, they don't have anything. According to Feed America 2022, they emphasize on the universal meals preventing children from falling into cycles of hunger, especially during the economic downpours. For example, we just had an economic downpour, the coronavirus. When that happened, food left the shelves so quickly. Who's to say if the kids were eating at home because they weren't at school? Reason number 3, I want to improve the students' performance. According to the Journal of Nutrition in 2021, the study found out that the students who eat breakfast at school, they also do better in reading and in math. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Nervous students are more focused and have fewer behavior issues and show improved attendance. They want to come to school every day. Of course, they're going to get that attendance. In additional proof, we have National Education Association 2022 supports free schools meals for all and has proven a way to enhance academic success and long-term development. We're going to keep them fed and they're going to keep coming to school. In conclusion, I'm going to restate my claim. Universal schools are not about food, but they're about fairness, opportunity, and investment in our children's futures. Let's call it action. We're going to call legislators. We're going to make policy meetings. We're going to have free school in every state, free food in every state for lunches and breakfasts because our kids need it. They deserve it. They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be hungry. And of course, we're going to take care of them. Any questions for anyone today? Oh, you have a question? You saying, so how will we go about getting free food? Well, we're going to reach out to the food banks to see what they can donate, out to the grocery stores, see what they can donate. We're going to reach out and have updated lunchroom ladies, cafeteria workers preparing these nutrition meals. So if it calls for a half a cup of milk or a half a cup of cheese, they're going to get that cheese and that salad. They're going to get that milk daily with every meal. They're going to get everything that they need. Thank you for listening.